Welcome to YNU5 Photos, coming to you from the campus of Yokohama National University, here in Yokohama, Japan's second city. My name is Alec Macaulay. This is a broadcast for English language learners here in Japan and overseas. On the show, guests come in and talk about 5 photos that are important to them. With me today is Jordan from Utah, USA, who is here at Yokohama National University on the Japan Overseas Year in Yokohama program. Hello Jordan, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
Now we have photo number 1 here. You want to tell us about this photo?
Okay, this was at a festival in Minato Mirai in Yokohama. It was June 2nd, 2007. And we stumbled across, I was there with a friend, and we stumbled across this Eco Car World exhibit. And they're just showing off different electric cars, hybrid cars and stuff, and so.
Oh, okay. And you took a shine to this car here?
Yeah, this was just a little one-seater, a little convertible guy. Looked really fun.
And so you had a good day out there?
Yeah, well, we were checking out the cars. There was a nice minivan type electric car that a reporter for the Yomiuri newspaper, a famous newspaper in Japan, came and asked me and my friend if she could take a picture. Well, she took about 25 different pictures of us, and about 2 weeks later, one of my English class students brought the article into English class and said, "Is this you?" in the newspaper.
Because the Yomiuri has an English version and a Japanese version, yeah? So were you in the Japanese version?
The Japanese version, yes. So she gave me the article.
Alright, that's a nice souvenir of your trip here.
Yeah.
Alright, great. Okay, photo number 2. Where is this?
This is in Sakura Gicho. There's this sidewalk that just stretches on and on with these just very colorful, beautiful, I don't know what you call it.
I know, graffiti mosaics or
yeah,
something?
the mosaics and so.
Do you know who these artists are, or are they actually allowed to do this, or is it just something that's sprung up from urban culture?
One of my business classes at Yokohama National University had a guest speaker, and he's in charge of a non-profit organization that organizes the paintings of the wall.
Oh, okay.
And so he said every year they're going to, change the murals, have a repainting type thing.
Right. And
it's really neat to look at the different painting. Of course, on my way over to Asia this trip, I got stuck in San Francisco for a day because of flight problems.
Right.
And I almost thought I was back in San Francisco looking at some of the murals, but then you look at the designs and stuff, and you have some different anime and some different the manga type stuff, sort of glorified manga type designs and stuff. So it's uniquely Japanese.
I'll have to go down and take a closer look at it. Okay, great. Let's move on.
Okay.
Now, where is this?
This is in Matsumoto Castle in Nagano, Japan.
Okay.
In Nagano Prefecture. So
I've never been to Matsumoto. Is it a nice town?
Yeah, it's out in the countryside. You got mountains all around, and it's really cold. I think this was in February that I went.
You kind of look cold.
Yeah, I'm not standing like that till trying. I don't know.
And this is in the castle, right?
Yes, this is a sort of a samurai type display in the castle.
Right, right.
The majority of the displays in the castle are of the guns that they use to shoot out of the little holes
okay.
in the castle. And I wish I had a photo of the castle here. It goes up. It's not that large, except it has many different levels. You go up to another level in the castle on very steep staircases, and then you think you're at the top in this small little room, and then there's another staircase, and then there's another staircase.
All right.
And you finally get to the top in this little room, and you can look all around.
I've never been to Matsumoto Castle. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it has a nice red bridge going over the moat.
It's one of the more famous castles in Japan, right?
Yeah, it was a really neat trip.
Right. Have you visited many Japanese castles?
Yeah, I've been to the Shuri-jo in Okinawa, Kumamoto-jo, and also Osaka-jo and Nagoya-jo.
Right. Which one's your favorite?
I really enjoyed Matsumoto-jo. I'd have to say Matsumoto-jo.
Right. Okay. And photo 4. Now this is probably Okinawa.
Yes. My first time coming to Japan, I lived in Okinawa, so that's where I actually learned Japanese, and so it's in Japanese you would say it's my furusato.
Right.
In Japan,
hometown.
Yeah, my hometown. So, so the sanshin, the Okinawan version of the shamisen, the 3-stringed instrument, really strikes a chord in my heart, and So when I went back to visit there, about 3 years later, I decided to buy one, and this is just a picture of me in one of the shops. It doesn't really look like a shop.
I know it doesn't.
But so I'm trying out a few different Sanshins. I think the one that I'm playing is real snakeskin, and then the one closer that you can see is a man-made artificial type snakeskin.
Okay.
So yeah, just a replica type thing.
Which one did you buy?
I didn't actually end up buying one. A friend of mine, an old Okinawan lady, gave me one with the real snakeskin. So I've been practicing up, and it's a really neat hobby. I'm just hoping with this python snakeskin I can get it on the plane back to the States. I'm sort of worried about that, but
right, it might be on one of these lists of taboo products.
Yeah, I believe it is, but if it's as a product, it might be okay. If it was just the snakeskin, so I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope that I can keep this tradition and play the Sanshin for my kids in the future.
Is a real snakeskin Sanshin expensive?
Yeah, you can buy one for about maybe $200 for maybe a beginner one. But the really nice ones you get $500, $1,000, and then the professionals, it's the same as any other instrument like a guitar or a violin. You get
that's quite a big wad of cash, isn't it?
And yeah, the different shops, they explained all different kinds of things about it. The neck is usually a very black tree, and it's a very thick, heavy wood. It's a small, short instrument because the Okinawans are very short. So when they brought the instrument over from China, they actually, and I think from the mainland Japan shamisen, it's even smaller.
Okay.
But it's very heavy. You pick it up and you be surprised because the thicker and the darker the wood they use for the neck, the better quality of the sound.
Yeah, I've probably never picked one up, but my image is it's quite a light instrument.
Yeah. I was playing last night, and a Japanese friend picked it up, and she was surprised.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit of weight to it, yeah? And so how good is your playing now?
I can get through Shima Uta, and actually I'm just having trouble getting a hold of some of the sheet music, if you would call it. If you see down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see some of the music, and it's written in the Chinese characters. Each note is a Chinese character to play. So I can buy some online. I'm just trying to find some on the internet where normally a guitar tablature you can find it on the internet and get a hold of what.
So you have to teach yourself to read this style of sheet music?
Yeah, actually you can learn it really quick. The shop owners taught me just in 15 minutes or less. Yeah. Just because it's one note at a time, so you just find out where to put your finger. Well, there's no frets, of course.
Right.
But you just, you get the general feel.
Now we'll go to the last photo, photo 5 now. This is clearly bowling.
Yes, this was on my way out of Okinawa on my last trip there. This is Nage Hodai. In English, it's all you can bowl. I've never heard of it anywhere else, but in Okinawa, there's this bowling alley where you pay about $10 US, and for 2 hours on your very own lane, you can bowl all you want. So basically, you roll the ball, and as fast you can roll your next ball before the thing even goes up, and just hope that it
so you can break the rules. You can do whatever you like. Well, within limits, I imagine.
Yeah. So I have the heavier ball in the right hand. I think the one in my left hand is a really light 7-pound ball. So that's my cleanup ball, and get some good spin on you and just chuck it down there. And just as fast as it can put the pins up, you just go again in 22, 23 games in a row. 23
games. Okay.
I've never done
suffering the next day.
For weeks.
Yeah.
Especially my left knee, because you come up on the one leg every time.
Oh, okay.
And it's just, but it's a riot.
Okay. Thanks for coming in. Great photos.
You're welcome. Great talking with you.